Uh, it would seem I had disconnected. Seems I had disconnected, but nothing of note happened, mind you. Yet. Huh. My apologies. I had completely disconnected. And that was not exactly something I wished to do. For some reason, my network found itself once again a little unstable. Ah, Ash Blossom, Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom, of course. I can't do anything. Alright. Well, I have been completely and utterly outplayed by the Exosisters. Good play. I shan't surrender, of course. I shall take the attack as it is. Regardless of how completely annoying this was. Let it be known that the Exorcisters have defeated me so hard that my internet has decided to... Not even the internet, I guess my OBS decided to just call off this stream for a little while. Alas, 'tis my defeat. And this marks the end of me using tunes for the moment. Seeing as I actually never used the Fluffballs before, let us observe the deck first and foremost and see what exactly can it do. I'm going to use this one. All right, so yes, clearly this is very much a fusion deck. So, what exactly does this do? Fluffle Cat, one exemplar. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a fusion material for a fusion summon, you can target one polymerization in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Useful. Fluffer Rabbit. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a fusion material for fusion summon, you can target one Imp Cerberus or one Fluffle monster in your graveyard, except Fluffle Rabbit. Add it to your hand. You can only use this effect on Fluffle Rabbit once per turn. Also one example. Fluffle Wings, 3 of them. If this card is in your graveyard and you control Toy Vendor, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Fluffle monster in your graveyard, banish it, and if you do, draw one card. That's not complicated at all. Then you can send one Toy Vendor you control to the graveyard, and if you do, draw one card. You can only use this effect of Fluffle Wings once per turn. Okay. Fluffle Owl. Fairy effect. When this card is normal or special summoned from the hand, you can add 1 polymerization from your deck to your hand. You can pay 500 LP, fusion summon 1 Fright for Fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or your field as fusion materials. You can only use 1 Fluffle Owl effect per turn, and only once that turn. Okay, that's fair. Three cards. Edge Imp Sambres, 2 of them. If this card is in your graveyard, you can place 1 card from your hand on the top of the deck. Special summon this card in defensive position. You can only use this effect of Edge Imp Sambres once per turn. Alright. Fluffle Bear. You can set this card from your hand to the graveyard, set 1 toy vendor directly from your deck to your spell and trap zone. You can tribute this card, then target 1 polymerization in your graveyard and add it to your hand. You can only use 1 Fluffer Bear effect per turn, and only once that turn. Alright, these seems to be a lot of flowing cards into each other. Ash Blossom. I don't believe anyone here needs me to say what exactly Ash Blossom does. Good negation. Edge Imp Scythe. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can reveal this card in your hand, fusion summon 1 Frighter monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material, including this card in your hand. If a Frighter fusion monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. You can only use this each effect of Edge Imp Scythe once per turn. Suddenly I have a very Slavic accent. I'm going to ignore that. 3 cards of Edge Imp Scythe. Fluffle Dog. When this card is normal or special summoned from the hand, you can add 1 Edge Imp Sabres or 1 Fluffle monster from your deck to your hand, except Fluffle Dog. You can only use this effect of Fluffle Dog once per turn. That's fair. Also 3 of them. Edge Imp Chain, 3 of them. When this card declares an attack, you can add 1 Edge Imp Chain from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent from the hand to the field, or the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Frightful card from your deck to your hand. You can only use 1 Edge Imp Chain effect per turn, and only once that turn. Okay. Edge Imp Chain, alright. Fluffle Penguin, 2 of them. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 Fluffle monster from your hand, except Fluffle Penguin. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a fusion material for a fusion summon of a Frightful fusion monster, you can draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. You can only use this effect of Fluffle Penguin once per turn. Alright, so this benefits from being used as fusion material. Interesting. Fluffle Dolphin. You can target 1 toy vendor in your graveyard, set it, and if you do, send 1 Fluffle monster or 1 Edge Imp Sabres from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a fusion material for a fusion summon, you can shuffle into the deck 1 of your fusion spells or polymerization spells that is banished from or in your graveyard. Banished, so it can return things from banishment. That's interesting. That's good to know. That's very good to know. You can only use each effect of the Fluffle Dolphin once per turn. That's very good to know. Very useful card. Polymerization, don't think I should say anything about it. Really speaks for itself. It really speaks for itself. Fright for Fusion. That sounds cute. Fusion summon 1 Frightful fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion material listed on on it from your field or graveyard. Oh, graveyard summon. That's good. That's very good. I think that's something I can use. You can only activate one far right for fusion per turn. Alright, so how would you go about this? You would do an extra summon, extra deck summon, whatever one of these. Land all the materials in the graveyard, whatever they may be. Maybe use one of these cards to return your polymerization, maybe. And use this card, Threat for Fusion, to add another summon from the extra deck, using the same materials you had used to summon the previous extra summon, and have 2 fusions. Huh. Seems legit. Foolish burial goods. Well, I know what it does. Send one spell or trap from your deck to the graveyard. Simple. Frightful Patchwork. Add 1 Edge Imp monster and 1 polymerization from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 Frightful Patchwork per turn. That makes sense. Another fusion summon potential increase. That's good. Toy Vendor. I had seen the card mentioned before, so let's see what it does actually. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, draw 1 card, and show it. Then, if it is a Fluffle monster, you can special summon 1 monster from your hand. Otherwise, discard the card you drew. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Edge Imp Sabres or 1 Fluffle monster from your deck to your hand. That's fair. That makes sense. 3 of them. And Called by the Grave. Target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. That's very simple. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of what a fusion deck is. Well, fusions. Frightful Wolf. It is created by sacrificing 1 Edge Imp Cypress and 1 or more Fluffle monsters. Must be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials, and it cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card can attack a number of times each battle phase, up to the number of fusion materials used for its fusion summon. Oh, good catch, actually. Incredibly good catch. I did not notice that. So effectively, you can do it again and again. As long as you have cards, you can do it several times. Obviously, considering some synergies, I imagine Edge Imp Chain would be a wonderful card to discard using Toy Vendor, wouldn't it? Because the moment it is sent from the hand to the graveyard, you can add 1 Frightful card from your deck to your hand. Isn't it? I'm not wrong here, aren't I? Ah, I see. The on the field effect is a soft once per turn, so it is once per each copy on the field, but you can recycle it and send multiple to the graveyard each turn to draw more cards. Good evening, Aaron. Good evening. I am brainstorming the Fluffle deck I have been left with from my generous donator of the Master-Duel account. And we are discussing the synergies that come around with the from various usage of the cards with the gunner here. I find the deck to be so far pretty fluid. Uh, Everything in this card and everything in this deck is created to draw more cards, and those cards often lead to more summons of the from the extra deck. I haven't checked out the extra deck itself, not yet, except one of them. Uh, I can already see that Frightful Wolf is a very situational card. It's not the most strong. It's not the strongest one on the planet. However, if you have the ability to clear the opponent's field and have a lot of fluffle monsters you can use, I would imagine it would be a pretty flashy finale. No worries. I had actually disconnected a few minutes ago. Wait a sec, my internet is lagging on me like crazy. Give me a sec, I'll be right back. Alright, Aaron. As I was saying, my internet also decided to blip a little bit before. 16 minutes ago, actually. Around 20 minutes, actually. Total. Not the most pleasant experience, and I had been royally kicked using Tunes. Now, Tunes is definitely a bit of a different deck, a bit of a different monster when it comes to how you play it. You have your tools, and you have your tunes, and you summon them, and that's about it. Most of the action happens within the actual deck cards that you use various means to summon. This one relies on extra deck a lot more, so there is a lot more of that. Let's continue to look into the extra deck. We had looked over Frightful Wolf, which has been proven to be an interesting card. So let me get this straight. This means, let's see, I have a full hand of Fluffle monsters. Full hand. One polymerization, one, just in theory, one Edge Ib Sabres, and four other Fluffle monsters. So I activate polymerization, and I can just dump my entire hand into this, and it will be able to attack as much times as was cards in my hand. Would that be correct? It seems to be correct, but I'm going to ask anyway because gotta make sure, right? Gotta make sure. Alright. Frightful Fusion would be probably the main way to bring it out, since you can use whatever you set up in your graveyard the entire game to finish off your opponent. Huh. That's a really good way to use it. Frightful Fusion. I have my cards set up. I used a lot of cards to summon several fusions. Uh, I used those fusions to clear the board. Then I summon Wolf and finish the deal. That's a good plan. That's a good plan, actually. That's a really good plan. Okay, moving on to Frightful Tiger. The components to create it are H Ib Sabres and one or more Fluffle monsters. Again, or more. Interesting. When this card is fusion summoned, you can target cards on the field up to the number of fusion materials used for his fusion summon. Destroy them. Huh. Well, that's a nuke. If I ever see one. I guess those two work a bit in tandem, though. I guess it depends on how much cards you have currently in your hand. All frightful monsters you control gain 300 attack for each Fluffle monster and frightful monster you control. You can control only one frightful tiger. Huh. That's another really good card. It has a double effect. One effect is that it sets up a field of much stronger monsters, and the other effect is that it destroys cards based on how much you spend to summon it. A 1-2 punch. That's good. That's really good. Alright. Frightful Sabertooth. One Frightful fusion monster. Ha! +1 plus Fluffle or Edge Imp monsters. Two of these cards. Two copies. When this card is fusion summoned, when this card is fusion summoned, you can target one frightful monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. All frightful monsters you control gain 400 attack. Huh, another one. If this card was fusion summoned using 3 or more fusion materials, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. I'm guessing these two are meant to be summoned together, huh? Let's say I use my materials. Summon this guy. Summon this guy, right? The moment I summon this guy, I have some other materials, say, to summon another one. I sacrifice Frightful Tiger and summon Frightful Sabertooth. Then I return the tiger using Sabertooth effect, and both boost each other. So you cannot bring back the fusion monster used as a material if it got sent to the graveyard. So I'm right. These two were great together. And this is the finisher. Alright, so next one. Frightful Kraken. One Edge Imp monster plus one Fluffle monster. Alright, so it's just two of them. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. Alright. This card cannot attack directly on the turn this effect is activated. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Once per turn, at the end of the battle phase, if this card battle, you can change this card to defense position. Can or need. Like it's an automatic effect. Or I can choose. And floating effects. So far, each fusion has been really good. I do wonder why I don't really see a lot of Frightful and Fluffle players around. Is it not popular? Ah, this one is great. Not it doesn't destroy the card. It's said so. So it gets around a lot of protection and floating effects. Ah, that's what it means. That's what it means. Pardon me. I missed your previous message. I did. My eyes, as I could say, floated over your previous message. But it doesn't destroy the card. It sends. So, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Kraken does not destroy. It sends to the graveyard. The specific wording would allow me to bypass the cannot be destroyed by battle. They are used a bit as an engine in fusion decks since they get polymerization and maintain some cards in hand at the same time, but few pure fluffle decks aren't super popular. Well, so far I have from what I've seen personally, I believe they are quite fun. I haven't played them, so I don't know what will happen once I actually play them. But I don't really think there's anything wrong with them. Maybe I don't think they will win against like every matchup. I don't believe they will win against any matchup like ever. Obviously, there's ways to. Oh, welcome back, Aaron. Welcome back. Hey, you're back. Yes, welcome back. Anyway, as I was saying, they can certainly hold their own. It's just there is a lot stronger out there. Yes, that's fair. I don't, from what I've seen so far, I don't think they are the meta pick of the day. I would say a lot of other archetypes would take the cake. Still, I believe fusion decks can be a lot of fun. So what's up? Oh well, as I have been doing previously, talking the mechanics behind the Frightful summoning and Fluffle decks in general. It has been a good 10 minutes of it so far. You left and we are still doing it, as you can see. I personally find them to be amusing. Tunes are definitely different from this, and I can see how they differentiate already, even though I'm not playing them. For now, I plan to actually try out this deck in a moment, after I finished acquainting myself with with its cards and what they are actually doing. Thanks to the gunner, I actually saw a fair bit more strategies and ways to use the cards than I initially had seen while looking over the cards. For now, but it should be a few more minutes before I actually go and try out the deck in action. I have a few more cards to go over anyway. Let's see, Fry for Daredevil. Oh, that's the strongest card in pure attack power so far. So this is the beater. This is the big stick, correct? If the others rely more on synergy and summoning alongside each other and boosts, this one is just summon that is and beats the shit out of others. Let's read it. One edge imp monster plus one fluffle monster. When this card destroys an opponent monster by battle, you can inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. Oh, yeah, that's the stick. This is absolutely the stick. Like, no doubt, this is the stick. The big bad stick. If this face card is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent card effect, while its owner controls it, you can inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each frightful monster in your graveyard. You can only use the effect of Frightful Devil once per turn. Alright, yep, that's this. This is no doubt. This is no doubt the big bad beater. You just summon it and kick the shit out of them. Very simple in comparison to previous ones. Very simple. I suppose this is a good one to summon as a third for either for Tiger and Sabretooth. Would that be correct? Considering their boosts 400 attack and 300 attack for each Fluffle. Say we have Firefall Tiger, a Sabretooth, and Daredevil on the field. That's 900 more. That's 900 attack points to all of them. And then we have 400 more each frightful monster gets more 100 more, so that's 1300 total boost. So this becomes 400. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a lot of effort to use it. It's just a simple beater. I think if it's going to be used like at all, the primary use would be to say you have 3,000 damage, and your opponent has like a monster set up, or even if your opponent is at the end of their game 1,000 or below damage, if this card destroys any card, like any, even defense, it delivers those 1,000 damage directly to your opponent. So it's a good defense piercer. Oh, Smash 1,209. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Hey. 1209. Pardon me. Thank you for the raid. That's a little unexpected. Welcome. Whoever decided to join us on the on this little excursion. My name is The Observer, and I have just begun my little streaming career. If I'll be honest, this is my second stream ever. My first stream ever was yesterday. Let's actually update things quick. I'm gonna just who's the most recent follower? Alright. But yes, we have been so far just discussing the Fluffle deck I have here and discussing all manners of monsters and effects this deck does. So far, it has been a very aggressive deck, I think. Amazement. I don't believe I have one for. I don't believe I have a deck for amazements. This is only. This is what I have so far. I do. I will keep that in mind. Thank you, Smash. Amazements. Hey, alright. See you. Thank you for the raid again, and thank you for the follow. That's very kind of you. Thanks. Supporting the newbies, I see. Now, if only OBS actually decides to play nice with me for now, for a moment, and update this follower thing. As it has been refusing to do so far. Oh, wonderful. It worked. Good job. No. A little down. A little. Yeah, here. With that out of the way, thank you. To anyone who knew, if you wish to stay, I'm going to be here almost every day of the week, except Wednesdays, doing various RPGs, card games, sometimes tabletop. If anyone is interested in that and seeing my further development as a very beginner streamer, I welcome you to stay. If no, then no. No hard feelings. If you do wish to stay, my socials is in the description down below in the about section. There will be all the VODs, all the fun stuff. Now, returning to the cards, I think Frightful Cruel Whale. This one is one of the trickier ones, or is it simple? Summoned using one Edge Imp monster, one Fluffle monster, plus one Fluffle monster. If this card is fusion summoned, you can destroy one card on both players' fields. Both. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target one fusion monster you control. Send one Frightful card from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard, except Frightful Cruel Whale. And if you do, the targeted monster gains attack equal to half of its original attack until the end of this turn. Tricky it is. Very tricky it is. So, let me get this theoretical thing straight. You summon it, and you destroy one card on my side and one card on their side. So, for example, if I destroy Toy Vendor on my side, I get all the effects of that. And I destroy one card on their side. Though it doesn't really it doesn't really circumvent the effects of the not being able to destroy by card effects. So that's out. That's fair. Uh, After that, I can monster you control. You control one. Send one frightful monster from your card. So any frightful deck monster or any frightful card could work. Fright for fusion, fright for anything to the graveyard, and say I target my Daredevil or even Wolf. The fusion, the frightful card I send to the graveyard. It goes to the graveyard, and Frightful Wolf gets half of his attack as a bonus until the end of the turn. So it becomes 3,000. And this becomes 4,500. If without any bonuses, if we assume this and this. Because it says original attack. So these bonuses don't really count, they just stack on top. Alright. So that's understandable, two of them. Big... Hello! Hello to you too, Maddox. I welcome you in my... I welcome you in my stream. My name is Observer. I'm an extreme newbie here. Fluffle Main. Wonderful. So far, from what I've seen, this is not my deck. This was given to me. So far, this has been a very interesting experience. A lot of synergies, a lot of ways to destroy others, and a lot of ways to summon things. And those summoning things can destroy other things and summon more things. I have been playing with tunes up until now. Like what? I do believe I have plenty of other cards. I do accept advice from someone who clearly plays them. No, I just want to try it out the deck. I'm probably going to change the decks to suit my own preferences or effectiveness of it all. Eventually, maybe. But for now, I'm just going to go with what I have. I have plenty of cards to use to discard or otherwise use. Let's see what was Dangerous Fright for Nightmare. Interesting. Feed Fusion Effect. Alright. Very defensive card, it seems. 10 star. 1 Edge Imp monster plus 2 Fluffle monsters. That's only one. Gains 300 attack for each fairy and fiend monster in your graveyard during your turn only. Fairy or fiend. So effectively the more materials you use, the more things you used beforehand, the stronger this card is when summoned. Does it stack with the other bonuses? I assume it does. From what I can understand, I think it's more of a late game punch. I don't think one would use this card extensively, similar to Fred for Wolf. Very situational cards, from what I can understand. One fry for monster from extra deck. You can send a monster. Okay. Once you summon card destroys a monster by battle, you can send fry from Fluffle and or H from deck to the equal to original level of the destroyed monster. When your opponent don't use Chimera. I don't believe I also use Chimera. I don't believe I have Chimera. Wait, I do. No, I don't. I don't. Oh, Maester. I have a few of those. Ah, 3 of them. This one. Well, so far from what I can understand, it definitely is a big punch. Like, seems like it can give a lot of attack increase to already add to the Sabertooth and Tiger attack increases. But I don't think True. Ah, I see how it is. I use Orca. It's definitely the best one. I pair this for most of the turn, or the card in general, since Edge Scythe also protects it from destruction. So, alright, so let's consider. I use Cruel Vel. I place it on the field. I use Edge Scythe to summon it. It prompts me to destroy their card and my card. But instead of destroying my card, I activate the effect of Edge Scythe. Send it to the. I send it to the. What's it called? The banishment field. The moment I do that, I'm protected from destruction, but they are not. Good. That's good. That's good. Plus, I get an opportunity to deliver a. That's the whole idea. Okay. Would it be smart to say summon wolf beforehand and use? Yeah. I also mentioned that idea before. Yeah, I was told it's mostly to be used from Fright for Fusion. Fright. All right. Cross sheep. Well, cross sheep. I believe those are just the code talker. These are just standard support ones. So I'm pretty sure I'm done with the with watching over the main card list. So yeah, Verte is good support for fusion based stuff, if I remember correctly. Yep. I think, definitely think this deck has a lot of. This deck has a lot of Orchid Tiger. Yeah, Tiger seems to be really good for each fright for monster you have on the field. It gives plus 300 attack, plus the effective nuke of summoning it. That's very good. That's a very good field clearer, I think, from what I can understand. If you have a view material, the nuke, yeah. They can't stop your monsters if they don't have any. That's the most important thing to know. I imagine the tiger is really good at. I imagine the tiger is really good at against the decks that flood the field. They flood the field, you pop. Oh, I noticed. I already noticed. It doesn't. There is a lot of if something is done. Get this card. There we go. Alright, let's try this. I added. Yep, let's try this then. After after like half an hour of rambling about this deck, let's try to actually play it. Let's actually try to play it. I have around half an hour left of today's stream, so it's all well and good. Change decks. Let's try other fluffles. This is the deck. Okay. Let's try it. I think I should go second. Oh, polymerization in the first hand. That's wonderful, actually. That's wonderful. Edge Imp Chain, Fluffle Dog, Fluffle Owl, and Fluffle Wings. Fright for Fusion. Oh, what a hand! What a hand! What a hand! So, let's do this. Well, no, but I can do a fair bit of things, I'd say. Oh, Max C. But I have a millionaire card. All right. Yeah. I'm just starting out. I'm just testing the waters. I think I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna summon Kraken actually. Let's summon my stick. See what happens. This. Uh. You can. For me, I believe this match will be a lot of pressing buttons. A lot of pressing buttons. Where should we revert? I think I'm going to use this one. Should I use it? Frightful Fusion. Should I use it? I kind of want to try summoning Sabertooth. Sabertooth. Let's try it. I'm gonna press buttons. That's a very that's a very interesting reaction, but okay. Do you have one more? Let's do this actually. Let's do this. Ah. All right, that is that was a thing that happens. That is a thing that happened. That is a thing that absolutely undoubtedly happened. I wasn't. I will be honest. I wasn't quite sure. This was second turn because my opponent didn't seem to do anything on their first turn. So I was admittedly a little confused. Admittedly, because I swore I could remember pressing go second. Okay, that's a very. I did not expect I will get to use this kind of effect of it. But what a wonderful way to win. What a wonderful way to win, isn't it? What a wonderful way to win. I love them. I like them. Okay, I like them. This was just a incident. I'll admit, but it's I like them. Oh, would you look at that? I got the score of 4,200. If it was one zero less, it would be 420. Alrighty, that went. Admittedly, that went much better than I expected. That went much better than I expected. So objectively, the most satisfying win of the day was using someone else's card against them. That was very satisfying, incredibly so. This seems to be a deck for pure aggression, pure, unfiltered aggression. Let's try another one. Tunes, if you're wondering, I had used the cartoon hand, and I grabbed their Amazonas queen. I attacked with my Black Luster Soldier, and finished the deal with my with their own Amazonas queen. Oh, wow! All right. Polymerization really likes my hand. It really likes my hand. It really does. What did I do to it? You cannot polymerize from deck to your hand. Fusion summon using monsters in your hand or field as fusion materials. Not exactly. I can't exactly do anything else here, so I'm gonna do the this. Should I activate it? I'm just curious. I'm going first anyway, so I don't really. I don't really need it right now, so let's just finish it. No. Not the best starting hand this time around. Really not the best. Oh, coin flipping. Coin flipping, wonderful. More coin flipping. Is it Dark War Dealings? Oh, another toy vendor. Discard from your hand. Yeah, let's discard a vendor. I'm gonna activate it because I can. Select the cards to entry from the deck. I undoubtedly, without a doubt, I need this. I need this one. This sucker. It's a pleasure that people decided to stay around and watch. Okay. Defensive, playing defensively, huh? Okay. Alright, we shall play defensively then. Not. Oh. Edge Imp Chain. And just as I was... Actually, I think I might do this. think I can use. I think I can use this one. Once per turn, you can discard one card. I'll use this. If this card is similar to for one throw, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Yes. You yeah, said it. And if you do, send one more slot on it connected to the guy. Alright. Does this? Yes, I'm activating this. I'm pressing buttons. I'm pressing a lot of buttons. Well, alright, I guess they just noped out of that. I can respect that. I can respect that. Something has been bothering me though. Let's see that. Yes, this, like this. Twice in a day. That just happened. That just happened. I do not exactly believe this was my accomplishment. If anything, it might showcase how annoying I am to deal with. But I'll take it. I'm going to take it. And I'm going to use it. Whatever. I do look forward to actually using the cards. And not... And not get an easy victory like this. Admittedly, that was completely out of my control. So, since we have like 20 more minutes, I'm going to go for another one. And I sincerely hope, this time around, I can actually play the game. And I'm going to go second, because I want to. Ash. That's interesting. Alright, so Fluffle Wings, Fluffle Owl, Ash Blossom, Edge Imp Chain, and Frightful Fusion. Alright. I guess I'll just have to do this. Do this. And then... there's a pendulum? There's a pendulum. Huh. Bubble Barrier. Alright. Sabre. Alright. See. Let's do this then. I'm gonna summon my owl and activate its effect. Any opposition? No opposition. No, I don't want to cancel my own card. Seeing how that happened, I'm gonna activate Polymerization. Objections? No objections. After seeing that, I'm going to clear the field a little bit because nuke. I'm gonna send all. I'm gonna send you, and I'm gonna send you. And I'm gonna clear your entire backyard. Objections? A trap card. Nah, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. No. Wait a second. No, I believe that's it's gonna be a bad decision if I do so. So I'm gonna do this actually. That's plus 600. Now battle. I'm gonna attack you. I'm gonna activate the effect of Daredevil, bringing it down further. I'm gonna attack you once more. They really do surrender awfully fast, don't they? Please, my dears, would you be so kind to entertain me but a few minutes more? I need to waste some time playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Exactly 20 minutes. How hard it can be to find a match that lasts more than 1 minute. You know what? I'm tired of this. I'm going to go and open some stuff. I'm gonna open some decks. Okay, let's just open whatever packs I have. 9 packs, bonus packs. First pack out of 9. 2 cards only, so gonna be fast. Black Stego and Arlo Nane. English, motherfucker, speak it! Arlon way. Galaxy Stealth Dragon and Atomic Firefly. Future Glow and Incandescent Ordeal. Crystallis, Pantail, and Soul Resurrection. Draw Muscle and Flash Knight. Glutinous Reptile Fin Griffiths. That's not a complicated name at all. Equip Shot. I'm still trying to understand what exactly does this mean. Oh, CR. All right. Mechanical Seal and Undaunted Bumpkin Beast. 2 more. Oh, Revoke Fusion. That's an interesting card. And Spawn Alligator. Trigon and Horn Imp. What a horny imp. Alright, seeing as I have no cards left to open, I'm going to go and play some more. Because I will. I hope you, El Tortas, will actually prove to be a more of a consistent foe than the previous two, as they had decided to run away instead of actually face me. Or that happens. That also can happen. Why would it not happen? Silly me. Hello, Jimbo. Hello, Jimbo. I hope you are ready for the duel. Toy Vendor, Fluffle Penguin, Fluffle Dog, Ash Blossom, and Fluffle Bear. Should I? I know it's a knee-jerk reaction, but I should just try. Nothing beats a knee-jerk reaction, Ash Blossom. I'm pretty sure I didn't mess up anything large for them, but I did cause a second of annoyance. 'Tis all that is needed for the Ash Blossom user. A second of annoyance. Or not. Apparently, I ruined their entire game with a single Ash Blossom. I'm just that powerful. I am just that powerful. Ever since I switched to Fluffles, the victories have been rather sudden. Let's say that. Well, all is good. I'm going to try and see if I can get to another 10 pack. If not, then not, but HDHGH. Oh, that's a name. That's certainly a name, isn't it? Go ahead, my keyboard rolling friend. And you skipped your turn. Alright. I'm going to do this. No, I'm not gonna Ash Blossom my own card. Let's set a Toy Vendor in a graveyard. Gonna activate the toy vendor. No, I'm not going to Ash Blossom. Fluffle Penguin. Oh no, I do need the Cerberus. I do need Cerberus. So okay, toy vendor. Why do I have it? Want to vendor? No, I don't. Alright, let's set it for now. Let's set it for now. Call by the grave. Actually, let's try this. Call by the grave. Again. Oh, penguin! Wonderful. Yep. Special summon. I'm gonna special summon the penguin. Defense position. And I'm gonna activate this effect. And I'm gonna do this. Defense position. Can I? One face monster in the field become dark until the turn play. One fusion. Possession from deck to becomes card activated. No. Let's keep my defensive field. I do not trust this. I do not trust this. But it may be that I finally encountered and you skipped. And you skipped. I'm gonna use it the other way around this time. What do I get? No, I'm not gonna Ash Blossom myself. Ow. Please return it to me. I need it. Thank you. Tiger. Yes, tiger. This has been a confusing set of matches, I admit. But I'm gonna do this also. And I'm gonna... No. Yes, I'm gonna send one Ash Blossom. Fool them! No. From the deck to your hand, I shall add the dog. No, I would rather not. No. Yes, and yes. Let's do this, actually. There is definitely something incredibly satisfying about pressing buttons. Endlessly pressing buttons. No, I would rather not. I'm gonna summon you. like the simple the most simple thing I could possibly do here. Uh, I'm not sure. Are they intentionally waiting to lose? I'm gonna assume they are. I'm gonna assume they are. And honestly, on that point of confusion, I think I'm gonna. Yes. On that point of confusion, I think I'm going to stop this. Playing at least. I still have a few packs I could open, and I will do that. I will do that actually, because bonus packs always fun. So let's open them all. And then after that, there'll be some closing remarks from myself, and I'm gonna do the exact thing Smash 1209 did to me and rate someone else. Perishable Ion and Super Ancient Dynabeast. Okay, what's the next one? Wetlands and Armored Zombie. What is this? A magic? Sandmoth. Oh, Dark Ruler Hades. That's a familiar card. Insect Knight and Ascending Soul. Alright, that's fair enough. Well, if not for the technological scuff, I would assume the actual scuff of matchmaking came in play. I wouldn't say it was as scufful as I imagined it would be. I'll be honest, I did not expect it to work as well as it did, outside of a single disconnect. But the last few matches, I admit, were rather bizarre. I expected more of a fight. I expected more of a ability to test things. But unfortunately, I did not have that ability. Regardless, it would seem my time in the limelight have been concluded. For those who are still watching and are wondering if I'm going to be returning soon, my socials are in the about section. My schedule is currently on the Twitter, and you can catch up on the various things I'm going to be posting about in my YouTube channels, including the VODs and other things like that. I'm going to be back on Thursday, and I'm going to be starting a mobile GRPG. It was ported to the PC, so I can play it on the stream anyway. Another Eden. I heard the story was quite compelling, even if a bit grindy. So I'm going to be playing at this exact time 4 hours ago. And I'm going to be going 1 hour more, as it is a story experience that I believe I will be spending a fair bit of time talking to you and reading the dialogue. I am fairly certain it is not voiced. Fairly certain. So we're gonna do that. For now, though, I think I'm going to be going to find. I want to go find someone to raid. someone to raid. Let's see. Master-Duel. Master-Duel. Give you Master-Duel. VTuber. Ah, interesting. All right, fellow YouTuber, VTuber. That is currently streaming. Master-Duel. Oh, I think I'll go with that one. I'll go with that one. I hope you guys enjoyed the time spent in here. And whoever will be up to stay for the raid, I'm going to raid them. But for now, I'm going to conclude the stream. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and well, I'll be back. I shall be back.